Hello and welcome back to another episode at Della Debt Payoff. Today we'll be budgeting another paycheck. This will be for Friday, October 3rd. October is an exciting month because we get 3 paychecks this month, and we're really going to try to be utilizing these to boost some of our savings for our future goals, but also paying down debt. If you've watched my previous videos here, you'll know that I've reworked this paycheck budget template a bit. Previously I was just doing budget numbers, but looking at my video and looking at how useful I found it was, I think it would be a lot more interesting to see also the actual numbers that compared to the budgets. So I will fill out the actual side of this at a later date, and it will probably be before the next paycheck in October, and that is October 17th. So a little bit before October 17th, I'll record another video and we can just go through line by line the actuals. Just want to make sure everything's still in focus here. All right, so the first paycheck for the Friday, October 3rd pay is my own, and at budget, that amount, this should also just meet actual, that will be $1,858.56. Next up is my husband's paycheck from his full-time job, and that amount should be $1,991.48. And then my husband should also be getting a paycheck from his part-time job. I'm not sure how much that will be, but to be safe and conservative, we're just gonna put $250. This may come in a little bit higher or a little bit lower, hopefully a little bit higher, but you never know. So the total amount for our budgeted paychecks for the Friday, October 3rd pay is $4,100.04. Let me get my Sharpie here and highlight this amount. Oh no, it bled a little bit. All right. Moving on, let's go down to our debt category. So for this payday, we will not be making a payment for my Honda, but we will be making a payment for my husband's Chevy. And we're going to budget that at $570. Next up, we will be making a payment towards my husband's student loan balance. To be safe, let's just put $100. And we plan to make another payment with one of the later paychecks in October towards his student loan balance, because that is a main priority and goal of ours, to get at least one of his student loans paid off. And now that we're at the end of September, about to start October, I'll be recording our debt journey update video for the month of September, so we can look at what any progress we made and look at those balances as an overall, which includes my car, my husband's truck, all 4 of his student loans, because he has 4, and our mortgage, which gets considered good debt, but it's still debt that follows you around. All right, so our mortgage, we are not going to be making a payment for the month for this paycheck. So total debt paid from this specific paycheck, we have budgeted at $670. I'll give that a moment to dry because I don't want it to spread like the top number. Next up is our investments. So this is my Roth. My husband also has a Roth, but like I've previously said, his employer withholds the $60, or not $60, mine the $60. My husband's employer withholds a percentage out of each paycheck and deposits it directly into his retirement account, which is super, super nice, but my job does not offer that. I do have retirement through my job, just not the option to automatically withhold money for a Roth individual retirement account. So I have to do that every month. I can set automatic payments for this, but I like to go in and do it just so I know it's been done, and I like to have the control, which is a bit crazy of me, but that's what I like. So total dollar budget for investments will be $60, and that'll be done on the 3rd. Okay. Okay, it's still bled a little bit. Might have to get a different pen next 2 weeks from now. Moving on to our expenses. Fixed expenses, we're going to be billed for our internet, which is $109.99, and that's just automatically billed to the credit card on the 7th. Next up is my life insurance at $29.81. My husband also has life insurance, but he has a really good policy through his association in his professional field, and it's only billed every quarter. It's a really good membership price. Cell phones are not budgeted out of this paycheck, and neither are our subscriptions, which are Spotify, Hulu, iCloud, printer ink, a whole bunch of them. So that's the budget for our fixed expenses. Moving on to variable expenses. Our electric bill is not part of this paycheck. Gas bill is not. And our water bill is not part of this paycheck. Now, we will have a water bill this month. Our water bill is part of our garbage bill, street cleaning, a whole slew of things that the city likes to invoice us for. So that will be paid in a later paycheck date this month because it's every other month. And groceries, we're gonna budget $590. Gasoline, this is gas for the cars. We're gonna budget $500. Dining out, $275. Entertainment, $60. Clothes, $280. Health, we are paying some bills from previous health visits we've had. So this is also rather high. We're gonna budget that at $290. Gifts, nothing out of this paycheck. Home items, $230. Our dog, $227. Beauty, $197. And our vehicles, $185. Car insurance, $0. And home improvement, $0. And hobbies, $155. Total budget here, $2,928.80, which is pretty high. When I go through these numbers, I kind of know what's already going to be happening, so that's why they just seem a little specific. I know what expenses we have coming up. It's going to make this all blurry, but that's okay. Savings, which is a lot more fun than debt and expenses, but not as fun as investments, which is a goal of ours later on, is to increase how much we're investing. We want to start soon on passive income in the stock market with creating our portfolio outside of our retirement accounts, but everything I've seen, everything I read, everything I know is when you have such large amounts of debt that we do, is to focus on debt first and to tackle that as best you can. All right, so for our savings accounts, I already have the dates in here. Great. Home, we're budgeting $160 to put into our home sinking fund. Personal, $135. This is money that my husband and I put into separate savings accounts that the other does not have access to, can't see, so we can just put our own money in each paycheck, and that money can be used for anything that we see fit and does not require us to discuss it with the other person. And I'm not going to split that amount between how much one person puts in the other. Nest, $0. Our dog, I'm going to be budgeting to put $40 into our dog account. We do this to offset the cost of when we have vet visits and her prescriptions that auto ship from Chewy, because those can get expensive very fast. Emergency, $0. And vacation, as I've mentioned previously from our other videos, we have a trip coming up this February that we have almost saved up for to pay off. Well, we haven't paid it yet, but we had to pay a deposit, and now we're about to book the rest of it and pay for it the rest, so it's not like some monthly debt that we're gonna have to pay every month. So I'm gonna budget to put $200 into savings. We still need to book our flights for this trip, so hopefully we'll do that soon, and we'll have money just to pay for those from our vacation sinking fund. Total savings budgeted for this paycheck is $535. So let's add all of these. I have a feeling we're going to be over. Let's add all of these onto our summary for income. $4,100.04. Expenses, $2,928.80. Savings, $535. Debt, $670. And investments at $60. Looking at all of that, that is a negative. We're in the red this month, this paycheck, $93.76, which is not good. But we did have some money left over from the previous paychecks that I have budgeted, so we won't go into a negative balance in our checking accounts. But here's to hoping that my husband's part-time job paycheck comes in higher than $250, and hopefully that will cover part of this $93.76. If not, I'm not too worried, because we also have 2 more paychecks to go after the October 3rd pay for the month, and I'm very excited about that. So is my husband. We're gonna make some progress towards our goals, and hopefully feel better about it and see that on my debt update video once I do the month of October. But look out for the September debt update, because now that September is over, we can look at that and go through those numbers over there. Hopefully give myself some motivation that what we're sacrificing and what we're doing is actually going to pay off, and hopefully it gives motivation to you, the viewer. Please comment down if you're on a similar journey. Let me know your thoughts or your opinions. I'm sure we could be doing something better, or we're probably spending too much, but it's been a process that we've been working on, and I decided to just start this channel, to just start it, because I can't, if you think about something too hard, you're already doing too much. So thank you so much for watching. Look forward to the next one. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. And just thanks again.